Govinda, Govinda. These are words that directly transport you to the sacred hills of Tirumala. But what is the deep connection between this name and Sri Srinivasa? This name has had a very special place right from the Aavirbhavam of the Lord. Join me as we dive into this very divine story. Born to a Chola king and a Nagakarnika was Raja Tundavan Chakravarti. Brought up by his mother in Patala Loka, he came up to earth seeking to meet his father. Pleased upon seeing his son, the Chola king offered him the Tondai Mandala for him to rule over. Naturally being a Bhakta of Lord Srinivasa, he established his capital near Tirupati and named it Narayanapuri. Under his righteous rule, the land prospered. The people grew very fond of him. One day, a group of cowherds approached the king with an unusual concern. They spoke about a Valmika or a specific molehill in Tirumala where their cows would go themselves, and thinking it to be their calf, let their milk flow upon it. There is something very divine about it that is beyond our understanding, they said. Soon after, a farmer arrived with another strange tale. O king, a pig entered my millet field. When I chased it, it fled into the same mysterious molehill. We believe it hides something very divine. The king pondered deeply over these words that night. As he drifted into sleep, a dream unlike any other unfolded before him. He came across a radiant young prince, dark-hued and adorned with a lot of ornaments. Captivated, the king asked the boy who he was. The boy smiled and replied, I come from Tirumala. I dwell within a molehill. Perform Kshirabhishekam for me and dissolve the mound, and I shall reveal myself to you. Saying this, the divine youth vanished. Raja Tundaman awoke, amazed by the sight he had. Without any delay, he gathered his ministers and devotees, and together they travelled towards the molehill. With unwavering devotion, they performed Kshirabhishekam, pouring streams of pure milk over the Valmika. As the mound slowly dissolved, they first saw a sacred Varaha Murti. As they continued further, an extraordinary sight appeared before them. From within the earth, they first saw 4 radiant arms, then the glow of a divine resplendent form. Long lotus-like eyes sparkled with compassion. Upon his broad chest rested the Srivatsa and Kaustubha. On his hands shone the divine Shankha and Chakra. One hand pointed towards his holy feet, while another hand gently rested upon his waist. All the devotees there stood spellbound, realizing it was none other than Sri Mahavishnu himself. They fell to their knees and worshipped with overflowing devotion. The heavens too rejoiced. All the devas gathered and rained flowers from above. Instruments were played to the rhythm of celestial celebration. Govinda, Govinda, they cried with voices trembling with joy. Tears of bliss streamed down their faces as they bowed to his feet, unable to contain the surge of spiritual ecstasy. Overwhelmed with devotion, Raja Tundaman Chakravarti bowed before the Lord, sang his praises, and asked Lord Sri Venkatesha to command him as per his wish. Bhagavan, pleased by his devotion, asked the king to build a temple for him and conduct Nityotsava. The king fulfilled the Lord's command. A grand temple rose and Utsavams were conducted. Throngs of bhaktas would come daily to attain the darshan of Sri Srinivasa, who continue even to this day. To those who ask, he gives everything, and to those who do not ask but surrender with pure love, he gives himself. This was from Sri Anna's Venkatachala Mahatmyam, his Grantham Divyadesha Vaibhavam. Thank you for coming with me on this divine journey. Until next time, Radhe Krishna.